Lord, oh my God.
Explain first of all what you just saw.
Okay, we
for
saw
people who don't know.
the wrong man in the wrong place. What's the name of it?
What do you mean, what's the name of it?
Well,
just describe what you saw.
I just saw a man who was 30 years in prison and a death row who done nothing. He accused to kill somebody.
Wipe that crap off your face.
Okay. He accused to kill somebody, which is he didn't. He was married, 34 years old. He had a wife, 2 children, one on the way.
I don't know if he was actually married. They just said he had 2 kids.
Whatever. 2 kids, one on the way. Okay. And 30 years later, they found evidence he was innocent.
Say what you saw. That's not in the video you just saw.
Yeah.
That's what I explained to you.
And I saw the prosecutor apologizing very deeply. But to me, what good apology is? The man is ruined. The thing is, if he didn't have evidence, strong evidence in the first place, why he prosecute? And pushing the guilt in innocent man. You should know. He should know the evidence wasn't strong enough. Now what? The man is dead. And even in jail, they didn't check him. They didn't check his health or anything. And he got sick. And he died. He didn't even enjoy his freedom in his old age, coming out 60-some years old. At least he has 60, 65 has a life ahead. He didn't even enjoy his freedom because he died from cancer. And they didn't even check him in jail. They didn't give a damn about it. So what do you make out of that? And on a death row.
It's kind of...
And I mean, I don't know if I was a prosecutor, I will feel, oh boy, I feel sick right now. I will feel lost the rest of my life. My God, we're talking about human life here. It doesn't have any value?
Yeah, well, Marty Stroud, he's the prosecutor who's now a defense attorney. I've read more about him, and actually there's a video where he goes to Ford's house and apologizes to him. Although Ford can't forgive him, he says, he's still like, he wants to forgive him in a way, but he can't for that. And I understand that. And Marty Stroud even said, I don't even think I deserve to be forgiven. Or he said, I don't think I could forgive somebody for doing that. And then on top of that, he was so sick when he got out of prison, he needed constant care and volunteers to help him. He didn't have money. So he said that he was full of himself back then. He just said he was a narcissist, wasn't that good a guy. He said when they convicted him and, sentenced him to death, he celebrated. They went out for drinks, him and the other, legal personnel who were working with him. And he said, of course, now, he realizes that was terrible, that was disgusting. And he should have never even been arrested. There wasn't even enough to arrest him. The reason they thought he did it was partly because he did yard work for I believe it was a woman who was killed. So they knew there was some connection there. Other than that, not really much. And on top of that, he was a black man. The woman who he killed was a white woman, I believe. Back then, he said he wasn't as racially sensitive as he is now. He tried to get an all-white jury because he thought a black jury wouldn't vote to put a black man to death for killing a white woman.
Oh boy.
So it was all stacked against him the whole way. And he says now he realizes that. Yeah, I feel like kind of conflicted about him too. I'm like, we need people like prosecutors to become like him, but on the other hand, nothing, takes away 30 years. There's still a huge loss there, and he should have known better.
But even if somebody's guilty and the prosecutor wins the case, you don't go out and celebrate. Be humble and leave it alone. I don't know. Oh boy, this is...
Yeah, I don't think it should be that exciting to execute to sentence someone to death. It shouldn't be that exciting.
No, not only it's exciting, it's wrong to go out and celebrate. Even somebody's guilty, you don't go out and celebrate
now,
somebody.
Of course, many people have been exonerated from death row.
Good. Good.
Well, it's not... it's a very small good in a way. It's good for them once they're released, and it's good for the people who are doing that work. But what do you mean it's good? There's many people who there may not be any evidence to exonerate them.
Who they're exonerated. But think how many innocent people that are in jail as we speak. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he was part of a whole system. He wasn't just one guy, who was a bad prosecutor. Yeah, anyways, I've watched that video so many times. I'm probably going to watch it more. It's just so interesting. You rarely see that. A prosecutor actually apologizing, and now Glenn Ford is dead, but he's still apologizing. Yeah. He's reformed in some way, but he still did a terrible, terrible thing. Sure. And it's like nothing. It's like he should have been in jail for 30 years or prison, not Glenn Ford for doing that. All you can do is take some good away from it and think guys like him should at least be able to come forward and apologize like that. But a lot of prosecutors won't even. You saw, like, Making a Murderer, they weren't sorry after Stephen Avery was released for the rape. No.
The prosecutor seemed sincere.
Yeah, he said when he found out, he just felt sick.
Yeah,
he felt so terrible.
But what good is doing now?
Yeah.
I mean, he's remorseful and regret everything, but the man is gone. Innocent.
Yeah, his life was done at 34, basically.
The only thing I can say is very painful. It's very sad for the kids, for the family.
Yeah, he's 10 grandkids.
Oh my God. For each and every one. Just imagine his frustration. His sanity might went away. You can lose your sanity there, especially if you haven't done anything. Yeah,
he came close to being executed, and then, they made a stay of his execution. Because I think one judge was retiring or something, and a new judge had to have a chance to see his appeal or whatever the case. There was some holdup, but he came close to being executed.
Can you imagine that? Just imagine that.
Now, Kathleen Zellner, who is now Stephen Avery's attorney, and she's gotten 17 exonerations. That was one of her exonerations. She got the real killer to confess.
Wow.
So good for her for figuring that out, finding out who was the killer. But of course, that's what's done is done.
Yeah, it's very sad and very painful. I can't even imagine what the family going through or that man went through.
Yeah, I mean,
30 years in that cell.
If they didn't dislike the police before, they definitely do now, or they'd have good reason to. Yeah. Like after seeing that. Yeah. It's just weird seeing, like I've never seen that. A prosecutor apologize and be really sorry about what he did. And no, he can't do anything to change it. He gets to live his life and still gets to have a good job and everything. And Glenn Ford suffered, and even when he was free, he suffered because he had terminal lung cancer and no money.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's just very painful and very sinful. Oh my God. What everybody's went through and going through still. And this thing is going to stay forever in the family, staying in the family. Not in a bad way. All the hostility, all the pain, they lost him for nothing.
Well, that is a bad way.
No, I'm talking not staying as him, you know what I'm saying, like he did something wrong. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm talking they're gonna have this pain forever. Okay, let's cut it off. I can't. It makes me sick right now. Make me sicker than I was before.
Well, what else do you think about the prosecutor, though, Marty Stroud? Step back a little bit.
Okay, I don't understand. I'm not have this education. Okay, I'm not a lawyer. But if you don't have strong evidence, why the hell you prosecute and you pushing the death penalty if only he did a work for this white woman, and so what? How he did this? A lot of prosecutors are there to win. You know what I'm saying? They're just there to push it and win. That's all. I don't know. And he feels sick now. But how can he believe something like that? Because I'll go do work for somebody and then the person got dead. How you know? How can he do that? Or any other prosecutors? They just eat whatever evidence they're served with.
Right, yeah.
Swallow it. It's dumb.
It's so surreal to see. Like, it's so chilling.
Exactly.
It still makes me kind of queasy to watch.
And I don't know anything about these legal things. I know nothing. Okay? I don't know anything. But I have enough sense to know. Just check further. Investigate. investigate more.
All right, stop telling them what to do because they're not going to listen to that.
I'm thinking, what can I think of him?
To know what you think of what you saw of Marty Stroud.
I saw
he was
him
there
sincere.
On camera for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
talking.
I saw him sincere. I know he's gonna hurt the rest of his life, but to me, I don't think I can forgive him either.
Yeah, in a way.
That's
like
all I say.
Yeah,
how can I forgive him?
Well, he didn't do it to you. He did it to Glenn Ford.
Exactly.
So only Glenn. I mean, we can't. We aren't in a position to forgive him. You know, I mean, we can respect the fact that he's now sorry and
like I said, he's
at least speaking out about it. Yeah, that's a good step.
He's very
for others.
Remorseful and he regrets everything.
But of course, he'll suffer the rest of his life,
and he's gonna
maybe
suffer.
he should. I mean,
and that's his punishment, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my place to say he should, but he will. That's the reality.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm not in place to say, oh, suffer or don't suffer. You know, I saw him very sincere and he's going to suffer. So I don't know what else to say. If I was him, whoa.
Yeah, how could you live with that?
I couldn't live with it. I couldn't live with it.
Yeah, that seems worse than death. You know, it was just knowing you took someone's life for not, and the real killers didn't even get punished for it, although they're in prison for other killings.
Imagine what he's carrying in his shoulders now, the prosecutor. What's his name?
Marty Stroud.
Marty Stroud.
And like I said, he's a defense attorney, so you get the sense that, you know, he's actually trying to protect people who are disenfranchised and who can't get a good defense in court. It just, you got to see it. You got to see the thing. I mean, the links
watch it
in the description.
Just watch it.
There's so much taken. It's just a 5-minute video on YouTube.
It makes me queasy. I mean, for 3 days I have stomachache and throwing up, and now it's still there.
Yeah.